Hello and welcome. Right then, we're going to get stuck in straight away. Let's get cracking.
As we get bigger, so we want to repair, but also customize and add the fertilizer distribution. Yes. That means that we will have dropped you. So let's go and fill the seeds up and grab those seeds from the dragon. It's got a nice name. All my life. Is there all the... Wow. I've got to be honest, this is a good little earner. If you go for the big one... Yeah, I've been struggling to sort of make cash. Now I realise that there are good ways to make sort of cash that I've sort of been right under my nose. And that's what I'm saying, you live and learn. Sometimes you've got to get out of your comfort zone. Let's get rid of that. Now, the only nasty thing is I'm not sure the other one's going to fit here. Yeah, we do, because you're just too good. It did say on the thing you could choose your level of it, though. It definitely said you can choose your... You know, how good it was. But there's only one. And okay, it's selected now, but you can't... Yeah. So this is the one I'm going to do, up to 13,920. This one I've had a lot. We're going to put it in B mode. I think that will still fit in there, I would say. Yeah. And it's the wires are holding it up and everything like you'd imagine. There's even a bit of room in there, actually, with that one. There we go. So we're going to go... It's much more reasonable. It's normally about 2,000, so it's not overpowering. Occasionally you'll get a 9 grand out of it. Oh no, like once a year or twice a year. So it really is not stupendous. That is amazing. I'm well pleased with that. It's only 6 months of the year and we've already got proper stuff to sell. So I'll be doing the mushrooms again, definitely. Well pleased with that. Right, so let's set this going... Bedner's nearly done as well. Now it's this one. Not sure if we're actually... We just put some seeds in. Why can you not? Unless I was just under the fertilizer section. Ah, no, that's both. Ah, you see, no, that's what it was. Where's the fertilizer section then? Because they both open and they're both filled. Oh, it's the little long boxes at the back, like the... I can't remember. It's the little... Oh, there's a John Deere version, a Case version. Oh, brilliant. So... brilliant. We've nearly filled that as well. That's about perfect. So... We have actually, yeah, we've sort of done this under false pretenses because we've only got 2 fields, haven't we? The others are rice, which we obviously have forgotten. Isn't that March as well? Rice, long grain rice, and I can't see the normal rice. I can see long grain. Cannot for the life of me see rice. Oh, I can, it's there. It's April, so actually we luckily not too bad. So that's going to be... Does it need liming or anything? Weeds growing. Does need lime. Typical. Oh well. We bought our front box so we can grab quite a bit of lime. It's not too expert. We could even buy a lime station if we wanted. There's the MA7 Studios. Set you going on out of the little small fields. I think if we're to maximise this, we're going to probably cash in on what we said, which is to buy... Oh, one got to 29 actually got things in it, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. 32, that's... We could actually buy that. Yeah, we do. It's going to skint us a bit, but so in that case we can actually set... It might be more sensible to stop you and you can go and do 32 because you're the bigger. Just makes sense. So that's the one at the bottom of our land. So, and that's the only one in this area that we can buy by normal means. So now we're sort of at danger money, but we have got things to sell. The gnocchis, we've got all of our rice bags to sell, which is not going to bring in a lot. But what I mean is, it's all about income streams. So again, do you need... Oh, I need slime as well. Now then, the other thing, let's just see if we switch ploughing on, whether we actually get... Yeah, look. Makes a noise just by me wobbling over that. That's not right. Let's see if we switch that on. Do we all of a sudden get... Everything needs ploughing. Oh my life, yeah it does. Okay, we'll switch it off for now, because that's not fair that we all of a sudden need ploughing straight away. So let's switch that off. Game settings. Off. Yeah, we'll switch it off for now, but I will switch it on. I want this to be a true start from scratch, where you do actually have to do that. So let's grab the little one, who now can do the little field. You're there. I think it's not too unbelievable that this can use this. I think it's quite low horsepower, like about 130, 140, so it's 95. It's in the range. It will be slower, but it's possible that it can do it. Yeah, we're still looking for a tractor, but now we've sort of gone on to danger money. And as I said, strangely enough, that we'll do it ourselves. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we need to lime next session before this actually grows, so we can't be going through till April to do the... hang on a minute, don't we need to flood our fields as well? Probably in like readiness. So we've invested most of our spare cash in fields, which I don't think is a bad thing. Need to buy a bit more fertilizer too, because it's only all going to be done once. We need to do it second time, so I'm not going to time like this. It's not a very big field, that's what I'm saying. It's we haven't got a lot of things for this beautiful pea harvest to work with, and I'm interested obviously to see there's also the green beans. I'd like to, yeah, what I thought was, I can't afford on a start from scratch. I'm never ever, because I've never seen one in the sales yet, unless Giants change that. Never ever seen one of those specialist machines, apart from the Roper, that is obviously a modded one that is more reasonable, which you probably could afford, and I have got that on the other Riverbend Springs that obviously I'm trying to swap to, if you'll all agree, because I thought it'd be nice to sort of show these big machines, but I can't do it with my normal game start, and I've got to really rip up the rule book that was FS22, because we're not in FS22 now. Yeah, the 300 grand starts and stuff like that. If we're going to do specialisation, you're going to need to start with a mill, because you're going to like literally rob half of that on one machine, which is what we did. I was sort of, to begin with, I was thinking, oh, do I give the money away? And I was saying that, but I thought, well, hang on a minute. If once you bought one of those specialist machines, you're going to be down to a normal amount, because you can spend money like water, as we've sort of shown. And we've not really bought an awful lot of equipment, and we had that super generator all the way through the winter, which gave us money that was well above and beyond what we would have had. So, I mean, I know we've got the gnocchis, but again, I don't think they are good though, the mushrooms. I remember seeing the prices, but then again, I can't remember if I saw it in hard economy prices. We should have a look before, because we've done most of the things. I wanted the generator gone if it was too good, and it is too good. Again, could use it in certain situations, and again, some people are casual farmers and they do want it to be easy, even if it's on hard, as in, you know, like you've got a good income. I don't mean it's easy, because farming still takes effort, and I know myself, you don't always, I mean, yeah, it depends on how you want to play, really. It's not cheating. I mean, it's a legit mod. But again, it's a cheeky mod. I mean, we've all got to recognise that fact. Really, I know that myself. That's why the Lortz was always a cheeky one that I often used for the first 6 months to give us a bit of cash, because it would assist us on buying the a bit of equipment over the winter, and then you'd make your start, and then I'd often get rid of it because it was, you know, too good. It's more of a prop for a temporary assist than it is a permanent solution for me as a content creator. Otherwise, you guys will be like saying, well, you see generators that do it all the time. Whereas that generator, it's at the minute we've not got any way of offsetting the terrible repair costs. A little generator, that generator does do that. So it's expensive. Again, it's another 155,000 if you're gonna. That's gonna be my chosen generator, which at the minute I think it's the most realistic. I mean, you could go the Lortz. If the Lortz is 2,400, to be honest, for 30,000, it's probably on par with that thing, because it's very not very often you get the 9,000 that it says it's the best, or 13,000. I don't think I've ever seen that. I think I've seen 9,000 a couple of times on Sri Lanka. Most of the time it's 2 or 3 or occasionally 4, so it's fantastic. Do we go and assist our worker at the bottom field who's got quite a lot to do? Wow, the pea seeds are another seed that's really good. Yeah, let's go and assist. Let's get that field done. And then next session we've got gnocchis to sell, and our rice to sell, and liming to do. So we need to go and get some lime. I think the dragon we're going to use for that, like a lot. Have we got... Yeah, we've got my little trailer. We could convert that to a normal trailer. Yeah, this is actually a fairly heavy. Well, he's not done badly already. We're going to do the headland then. Let's assist. We can make a difference. We might be small, but we can do it. And we're going to go downhill because we haven't got the horsepower to go uphill. Yeah, we might have to. In fact, I think we'll go downhill this time, but we are going to be sensible and not trying to come. Well, we suppose we could try to see how good it is, but we're only starting going uphill already, and it's already like struggling. Keep oversteering with this. No, there's not enough, not for time lapsing with 2 of us. I think another 5 minutes and this will be done, and that is at least a bit of a longer session. Yeah, that's not too bad. Quite a good start, but we are sort of at what I call, this is the old new farmer start, and I've got to be honest, that equipment is dearer, so it's not like you remember in FS22. I personally think it's much more difficult, because your equipment tends to be a lot dearer. I mean, thank goodness for the sales. I'm very glad that Giants did leave that in. And this new feature of being able to buy and sell. But of course, if you're going to buy and sell, you need to keep your money up. Otherwise, you can't buy and sell. Even if you were going to do that every single day and you were going to sell things, it would bring in a few thousand every day. It's not a bad business, but I don't want to be dabbling. I don't want to be making it Farmer Bay, if that makes sense to you all. eBay for farmers. Yeah, I think we'll do this low bit. It's all assisting, that's all. So going up that hill is going to be a bit of a struggle for us. It's still slightly uphill, just even this little bit. You can hear the engine labouring a bit more just doing this bit. And that hill is a lot worse. Yeah, this is definitely more for that tractor. Yeah, so that's the one thing I think we really are short of, and that's a mid-range tractor. So we could really, I mean, we've got the Nosh, we've got the mulcher. Let's just get this. We're short of a roller. But I've got to be honest, for the bonus, I'm never really that worried about a roller. It's not. It's a tiny bonus, and it's. Yeah, I can always remember the words of one person that was content creator says, "Ain't nobody got time for that." It is sort of true. Yeah, it is. It's one of them things. I do it. If I've got a roller, I will do it, and you can. It's 2%, so it makes a difference. But it's like, if you've not can't afford a roller, then I'm not going to really like lose any sleep over the fact that I've not got a roller. We could sort of do halfway up the field to where it gets a bit bad, like just to the bottom here. And then I think we'll flip back, and then we'll let the stronger tractor, we should start to lose horses about now, I should say. Yeah, that's about what I thought. And then now we can go downhill. Yeah, it is weird. It's one of those things I've noticed. We all sometimes get caught up in the but I've seen content creators who don't use the lee of the land, where you know, like struggling to go up a really big hill, and I'm like, why didn't you just drive to the top with the implement switched off and then go down the hill? Yes, I know it's wasted time, but it's taken you 10 minutes to go up the hill. It'll only take you 1 minute to drive. It is weird. Some of us, we all get caught as well by these type of things. Yeah, we all have our moments. I've done it myself, and I thought, you absolute wally, why don't you like... So, not bad for a little 95 horsepower tractor, is it really? Yeah, this is sort of like... I do love the Fendt GT that was in FS19, and this is obviously faster, and also pretty much got all of the abilities that used to have, so I'm well pleased with that. I'll just about get up to that, and then we'll come and do that, finish that bit down, and let him do this bit here. But I think our assist was quite good, really. We did manage to do quite a bit. Put all power to like moving, and we could sort of go downhill as well, get some of this done. So just looking at the time and thinking about soon be time to ring work. I'm still really not I don't know what this is that I've got. It's absolutely vile. I feel like it's literally taken all of my strength. You're going to try and do this, aren't you? By the time you've circled, I'm going to have done that. Okay, being as you're going to probably do that bit and the bit down there, we're going to go to the top of the hill and come down. I'm going to switch that off because it's going to take PTO power, so... Yeah, no, I'm not going to name names. Yeah, I saw it was one of the English maps, and I was watching one of the big names, and he was doing what I said, and I was like... But it is amazing as well, I'm not being nasty, how we can all see things when someone else is doing something, and it's so easy to think, why aren't you doing it like that? And it's true, like that sometimes I bet he sort of thought, nearly dropped his name then, yeah, he thought afterwards when he looked in editing and thought, perhaps I could have done it different. Mind you, sometimes he does things for effect, a good content creator. He's very good at drawing in storylines and using things to effect. Very, very skilled at that, the storytelling type things. And I'm not talking about Miss Silly either. He is very good at that too. But yeah, the seeds are really good on this. It's definitely worth the 5,000 to add that fertilizer unit though. Definitely. Yeah, no, I will assist. We'll do this one, and then he's got one down as well, and that's it. We have done this, all of our fields, including this new one. We just don't know, obviously, with the peas. Obviously, if that cannery works as fast for the peas, then we should really... I mean, I suppose it is only canning. That is its function, isn't it? So I suppose really that's, yeah, I'm probably overkilling it. It's not like doing anything other than just canning things. I just don't see the loss bit. Why are you supposed to lose half of you? Because that, I've got to be honest, we've not made a fortune off the rice, marginally more, but if we'd got the giants 50-50, we would have really not made very much at all. Different to actually just selling rice. Is you going to do the down, or are you going to do the top? You're going to do the top, so we'll do the down then. In fact, we'll do the up to the middle of the field. We shall see whether we need to do any more. Yeah, because he'll probably start from the top as well when he's finished that last top headland bit. I'm not sure we're quite wide enough to... I don't know, I think we can, just about. Maybe. Perhaps, if we're lucky. Not quite, no, it's not quite. Struggling already. Wow. We might get a bit higher. Would go down. Why are you doing what? Why are they doing that? Sometimes you'll see a tiny little bit though and be doing it, so it's not... I mean, they do faff around. I did a fertilising... He needed to do one section of the field, this fertilising section, and I set it going, and it didn't do any of that, and said it had finished the job, but it spent 10 minutes shilly-shallying around the field, and I was like, well, that wasn't very good. So, although they know all of these things, I've got to admit, sometimes they're absolutely rubbish. And other times they're sublimely fantastic. It's a he's left a patch. How could you have missed that? You had a 6 metre spread. Okay, well, we're going to, finish this bit. Yeah, it is weird as well. Obviously, looking at the mod side of things, these, they look like they've got cultivator sections, don't they? That's because they have. If you look in the mod, I know obviously not everybody does, it tells you it's got a cultivator section. So really, it's a no-till, but it's switched off so that only a few can have the no-till, because you could see that's a cultivator. So that's a bit unfair. Oh, we missed a bit there as well. Yeah, there's only a few with the no-till sort of switched on. There's a little tiny line. If he does it first, then I'm... Oh, he's doing that, finishing that top bit off, so... we'll let him do it. He's bigger than us, and he's got more horses. We are really not even half of the tractor that he is. We need to be going up though, don't we? So not bad for fertiliser and... Oh, I know we've got narrows on, but that's not the point. It's a very hilly map, Hutan Pantai, yeah, but I quite like it. It's got character. It really is a nice... And we have got room for another couple of like... Wow, I can't get over that. Right, so I can this... No, it's going to block... We need a little small shed next to this one. Yeah, really another long type, don't we? Not... I suppose no, we could have one of the Omatanas. No, because it's the repair points in the way really now. Well, which... It was there first, so it's not. That's what I mean, we'll have to work around it. We'll just have to leave this like that. A mark on that front. Well, that paint's not very good, is it? We only used it once. Do you know, seriously. Right, so we have 3 fields of peas now. So we've given our new business every chance to, yeah, I mean, look at that. Even this hardly used any of the fertiliser or the peas. So the peas are another, yeah, I've got to be honest, seeds at the minute are quite phenomenal. I don't know whether that's going to get changed, because I've got to be honest, beginning of FS22, I remember doing a massive field on Calmston early on. Sorghum lasted pretty much forever. You could like do a sorghum field on like a ton of seeds and it would like do a massive field, and you'd still have 250 litres left. Sugar beet was terrible, which it probably is, and it was, but again, even sugar beet at the minute is not terrible. I don't mean it's not, but it'll probably get adjusted. The same as horsepower's not quite right at the minute either. So I mean, yeah, our best Aspire's got to be this really at the minute, even though it was actually quite a bad. What I mean by that is it was a bad 38% or something silly, but for us as a farm, this is probably the most good buy that will sort of see us all the way through the Let's Play without us needing to, yeah, because with us being in peas, let's not destroy the Izeki. I think we need to shift out of the way. Can't see us having any other way to get past that other than that, really. Ooh, still nudged it, still nudged it. Yeah, I'm sort of trying to sort of angle things and wonder what's going to stick out a little bit though, aren't we? Yeah, it's not quite going to work, because I think we've just sort of got to go angle in slightly so that the, yeah, that's only trouble. These is big shed, but it's you can't always do things as you'd like, so you can't always get as much stuff in as you'd like, because yeah, we can't block the pea harvest, so we've got to keep quite a bit in the middle free. So we can only use the side bays a little bit, so it's going to be a bit sort of a strange one, but that is where we're going to leave it. So to take stock, we need to do those tomorrow morning. We could lime everything and get the, we could, we're going to buy a plough? No, I think we'll leave it. We'll switch the ploughing on at the end of the year. I hope I remember. So we've got 3 fields. The biggest new one that we've just done, that's the biggest one of all. They've all got weeds growing. We've got a sprayer, so, and I think they all need liming as well. No, those 3 do, they don't. They've got 1 fertiliser state because we did it with the cultivator. You see, now that's worth remembering on base game. If you like do the mulching bit and you cultivate it in, you get a like fertilised state from it, because it does destroy it. So that is what the only way that is. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh no, that's 2. No, what I'm sort of, yeah, that's double fertilised. Wow, that is quite amazing. So we only need to do 1. Those all need fertilising. Second stage tomorrow, and they all need all of those 3 fields need liming, so that's quite a bit of lime. With that little limer, we're going to get through some lime. So not sure. No, we'll just go loose with lime, I think. And they're all going to need weeding tomorrow. We've got the sprayer, so we're going to buy some of that as well. We have also got to get these. Yeah, so this was a bad place to put these. We've got all these mushrooms to sell. That's the thing I was going to say. Let's have a look at the mushrooms, because I know I looked at this a while back, and they really were very good value. Yeah, the mushroom. I think you can only sell them as mushrooms as well. They are just. Well, actually, you say that. Can we actually? Here we go. Oyster mushrooms. Yeah, they're not. But they're still a grand. That's hard economy. So yeah, in normal that would be. Is it oysters? I think, yeah, and gnocchi. I think I'm saying it right. Enoki, actually, not gnocchi. Oh, now they are quite poor. Yeah, so 466, which would be a grand on normal economy. So they're not terribly fantastic, but they're not awful either. And they are, I've got to be honest, for giants, I'm nicely surprised by. So the oysters are better. I bet you they're the slower of the two. Oysters 672. What? How did you guess that, Mrs. Smith? How did you guess that? Oh, and the enokids actually grow much quicker as well. Oh, now that does need some attention. We're not out, but we are. Yeah, and that does too. So they use quite a bit of water. Might put a storage next to that as well, because that would be quite useful for the rice thing. It's just gonna. Now you can of course get the automatic watering for greenhouses. I don't want to go to that extent, because it then takes away me as a farmer doing the things and looking after the things I've got to look after. So no, we're not going to do that. But that's where I'm going to leave this session. Yeah, all that remains to be said is, oh, is that beautiful? The blossom on. Gorgeous. It really is nice. Yeah, and it's the right time of year as well. Nice touch, giants. Oh, there's a little bit of a little building up there. Yeah, on the top of that mountainside. Yes, so what remains to be said is there's a lot of stuff to shift. We might have to wait till April, because if we're doing alignment and that selling stuff, well, we'll see. We might be able to, if we've got the bread all, obviously it's not a problem. You can set one going and it'll probably get the field done. But with that little one, it's only like, even with the front box on, it's about 4 tons max. Yeah, so it's going to be you and you, isn't it, Mr. Little Fat GT? Let's just see if you can manage that. Yeah, because it's got a good low centre of gravity. That's what I'm thinking. The other thing is, you could always grab a stick the front thing and hold a lime bag and drop it every now and again. The other thing is, because it's got wheels at the minute, we can drop it down. It's only when things grow that it's a problem. Yeah, so in total this has got about 2,400 storage between the two things. So it's about a quarter of a bread, or so. You're going to be like running out, so it's not something you could. Oh, that's a point. I never thought of that. Yeah, you can stick a lime box on the platform. I never thought about that. If we get refillable pallets, you could stick a refillable pallet, or one of DS Power's boxes from FS25 that was a 5-tonner. You'd probably just get one of those, and this would then become a beast. Even if you'd have to drop the box. Yeah, well, there's options, aren't there? That's definitely worth thinking about. Right, anyway, yeah, that's food for thought. Sometimes you just look at something and you can see it, can't you? So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.